Welcome to the Cosmic Revolution, a micro podcast for cosmic revolutionaries who transform the world. I'm Karen Curry Parker. I'm a big fan of science fiction, not because I'm a big believer in dark apocalyptic prophecies and dystopian realities. I actually like to read science fiction, especially science fiction written by Black women, because I think the medium of science fiction allows for the full expression of emotions and shows the shadow of the pain of exclusion and disempowerment. Also, it's an expression of creativity that has permission to be wildly out of the box. Recently, I had a copy of the Broken Earth Trilogy by N.K. Jemisin sitting on my kitchen table when a friend of mine came to visit. She delicately picked up the box set, looked at the images and the title, and then quickly set it down, a look of fear on her face. She started brushing the air as if she was shooshing a fly. I asked her, what was she doing? "I'm clearing the vibe," she said. "That book has some dark energy and it immediately grabbed my aura. I don't like negative things." I stared at her for a minute and wondered how much of a physics lecture she could endure in her energetically compromised state. I decided to keep my mouth shut. Sometimes holding on to a good vibe takes self-regulation. Actually, holding on to a good vibe always takes self-regulation. If you can stretch your mind back to the physics classes we took in high school, you might remember the lessons we learned about vibrations and the amplitude and frequency of waves. High-frequency vibrational waves move quickly with lots of small, rapid undulations. Low-frequency vibrational waves move more slowly with longer time spent in the valleys and the peaks of the waves. We are vibrational beings. Each and every one of us carries a vibrational signature that's measurable. The higher our vibration, the more immune we are to the impact of the daily ups and downs of life. The lower our vibration, the more dramatic and intense everything feels. Higher vibrations entrain lower vibrations. In other words, a higher vibe can pull up a lower vibe, but not the other way around. Lower vibrations cannot lower a higher vibration unless you allow it. It's not personal, it's simply physical law. There's a difference between being an empath and having your energy field hijacked by someone else's energy. You can feel low vibe energy, but just because you feel it doesn't mean you have to absorb it or identify with it. In fact, the more you hold your own energy, the more you can shift the vibe in the room. What if, as cosmic revolutionaries, our role isn't to run from low energy and hide from really good sci-fi novels, but to bring our highly aligned frequencies onto the planet? Are you able to stand strongly enough in your own vibe and open up your CNN news page and just beam energy to all the challenges on the planet? What if you didn't buy into those realities you read and hear about and simply hold true to your own narrative? It's a practice that takes time and patience. Here's a quick hack. When you're in a situation that feels intensely low vibration, pop into your head and describe what's happening in 2 to 3 sentences without drama. Notice who else is involved in the situation or story. Ask yourself if your boundary is being too permeable. Pay attention to where or who the low energy is emanating from. Do you feel threatened? Is what you're sensing something that is actually happening to you? If you're safe, simply be present to the situation. Ask yourself if there are any actions that you can take to shift the energy. And finally, place your hand over your heart and be in love. If you want, you can send love to the situation, but only do so if you can stay detached from the outcome. The true source of much of the depletion of empaths comes from wanting to control the situation. What if the situation is exactly as it needs to be for the divine plan to unfold? Here's a final thought. The single most effective thing you can do to shift the vibe on the planet is to be relentlessly authentic. That's it. Just be yourself. Oh, and love yourself wildly. Start there and see what else unfolds from that vibe. You might be surprised at the cosmic revolution that starts from the radical act of loving yourself first. Have a great week.
Thank you for joining us on the Cosmic Revolution podcast with Karen Curry Parker. You are a once-in-a-lifetime cosmic event. To find out more about how you can continue your journey as a cosmic revolutionary and transform the world with Karen Curry Parker, head to quantumalignmentsystem.com. Make sure you follow us on your favorite podcasting platform so you don't miss a single episode of Cosmic Revolution. We'll see you next time for some more bite-sized thoughts with Karen. How will you revolutionize your world today?